Hello YouTube, it's your girl Kimberly. Thank you so much for coming to my channel. In this video, I'm going to be talking about unpopular makeup opinions, skincare opinions, and hair opinions, right? So everybody has their kind of way that they feel about things. Is it good? Is it bad? And so do I. So I'm going to give you guys kind of my 2 cents about some of these unpopular makeup, hair, and skincare opinions. And I'm also going to try out some new makeup products that I purchased and show you guys them. So let's get started. Alright, so before we get into doing the makeup and talking about unpopular opinions, we are going to subscribe. Thank you. Hit that subscribe button. I have so many great videos that I do on hair, beauty, skincare, nails, tech, travel, just all kinds of great things we talk about here. I would love for you not to miss out on any of the future content. Also, go back in the past, see some really great videos that I've already done. But basically, we want you to be here in the mix, so we need you to subscribe. That way, you won't miss out on anything. Also, hit the notification bell. That way, you'll be first to know when I post a video or when I go live. So, done and done? Okay, cool. Let's get started. So, I already did my eyebrows because that just takes too long. I have a video on eyebrows for how to do brows if you have thin eyebrows, so I will put it in the description box, hopefully. I always promise all these things I'm going to do and then I forget, but I'm going to put that one in the description box because that's kind of not fair that I didn't show you guys how to do the brows. And I've really been going OD dark lately. I do this weird thing where in the summertime, as my skin gets darker, I use a lighter color, but then in the wintertime, I use an even darker color and want all my hair to be like black, 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 and like all that kind of stuff. So, yeah, weird. So, dark brows. If you feel away, I feel bad for you. Sorry. What am I starting off with? Oh, I got this little handy dandy mirror. This is so cute. So, I have my unpopular opinions here on my iPad Air here. Which I'm loving, and it's blue. This is my first Apple device that's, oh, you can't see the real color because of the case, but this is my first Apple device that's not space gray or silver, so I'm proud of myself that I got something colored. I also get a colored iPhone. We'll see what happens with that. But well, I haven't done makeup in so long that I've forgotten what goes first. I'm gonna go with lashes. I'm not doing any eyeshadow today because that's just a little more than I want to do right now, but we're gonna start with mascara. So unpopular opinion. Oh, I'm also gonna talk through the products and stuff too because I know y'all want to know. This is Blink Mascara Amplified. Stop painting your lashes, tube them. So I'm gonna try this, and I'm not gonna curl my lashes or anything because I kind of want to see what it does on its own. So unpopular opinion number 1. Oh wow, this brush came out so clean, like there's nothing on it. That was scary to me. Okay, I'm gonna have to put it back in because I don't trust that. I feel like I didn't get any product. I'm not gonna pump it, just gonna put it back in. So the first unpopular makeup opinion is that makeup is overpriced. I agree and I disagree, right? I do think that I'm seeing everything in now I'm going like too high level Big Brother, but everything in American culture as of recent has been pushed to raise the price, right? So I remember there was a time when you would get a free phone and they priced it in the structure. There was a time when the expensive phone was $200, $300, and if you spent $400, that was outrageous. There was a time when you can get your nails done, toes done, and a 10-minute leg massage for $70, right? All that has changed. And yes, things are supposed to inflate in price, but some things people are just hyper driving the prices and they're doing it just as a money grab, not because it's necessarily a good product. And I say that to say I think that there are some really good products that are worth the money, and that it's probably expensive to research, make them, and create them, and it's worth all the extra money that it costs. For example, Pat McGrath is worth the money. She's not I don't think it's overpriced if it's quality. So Pat McGrath is quality. No matter what your skin tone is, you do one swipe of Pat. Sorry, my contacts are dry. It's not the mascara. You do one swipe of pat and you have a full color look, and everything is amazing. No matter what your skin tone is, it's worth the money. Oh, so this brush is huge, so it's so hard for me to use it on my little eye. I like the formula so far though, even though it's making a mess. Yeah, so pat's worth the money. On the other hand, there are other brands where they are charging all this money and the stuff is crap. It doesn't work. It ships broke. Okay, now I feel like you can't even barely see this formula. This is really cool, but it's clumpy and it's taking a lot of work to maneuver this big brush with my little baby eyes. And it's, yeah, it's real clumpy. That's annoying. Definitely Team Spider Lash look. I'm gonna give this a few more tries, but I can see a buyer beware coming for this one real soon. Yeah, because I went from a whole bunch of lashes down to like 4. That's disrespectful. But yeah, so some makeup is worth the money and other makeup is a power grab and it's crappy and it's not worth anything. So, oh my gosh, my lashes look so horrible. This mascara literally took 10 of my lashes and made them 1. Like, oh, this stuff is so frustrating. And of course, when I try to do a get ready kind of video, it wants to do this, right? Alright, I tried, y'all. We just gonna have to go with that. But, yeah. So I guess I'm on the fence with that because I do see some brands where I'm looking at the stuff and I'm just like, this is overpriced. You need to stop playing with these people's coins, give them their money back. Like, what? But then there's other times where it's worth the money. So is makeup overpriced? It's not even, it's also what's in your budget too, right? Like, I kind of had the full spectrum of the makeup experience because I started so young loving makeup. So in terms of when I was a kid, like 11 or 12, I would be really obsessed with, probably younger than 11 or 12. I'm gonna say probably like 8 or 9. There used to be a company called Bon Bon, and they made little baby nail polishes and really cheap makeup. Like everything was like $1, $2, $3, and I used to love to try to get my parents to try and buy that stuff for me. Wet n Wild mascaras when I was younger, I would try and get those really cheap. So what am I gonna do next? I'm gonna do foundation. But yeah, so I really love some cheap makeup, and I think there's great affordable makeup out there. So this whole idea that it's overpriced. Like, yes, it's gonna suck when you see a brand that everybody's talking about and it might not be in your price range, but it might not be overpriced. It might just be that you can't afford it, and that's fine too. What is it? Not even so much that you can't afford it, that you just don't want to spend that much money on it. Does that make sense? Like, so it's not that it's overpriced, it's just not something you're willing to spend the money for, you know? So I think that's something else to take into consideration when people say this, oh, it's overpriced in the terms of makeup, right? Okay, next unpopular opinion. Celebrity brands don't work. There is a lot of scuttlebutt, I'm gonna say. Is that how you, that's probably a way to use that word. I'm trying to make sure I don't get no foundation in my hair. But yeah, so I know with Fenty Skin there was so much controversy, scuttlebutt, all of the things about whether or not her skincare was actually good. And people were saying it was bad, some people were saying it was amazing and like it did everything I wanted from my skin. Other people were like, but it got all these horrible ingredients. There's this, there's that. You don't want that in your skincare. So all of these problems, people having allergic reactions, which is what happens with all skincare, so it's not just Rihanna. So that wasn't fair to be like, oh my god, Rihanna broke me out. Like, no, anything with that chemical in it is gonna break you out. You just happen to discover that this is the first thing that broke you out, but it's not just this product. So as you guys can see, that's like my natural contour line. So sometimes I'll be putting on contour and it's not even to make it look, it's not even like going to look crazy darker. It's just that my natural face already looks like that. But yeah, so I know with her there was, I know, shoot, Fenty Beauty mascara on my channel. I have a review about it saying that it's bad. So there are a lot of celebrity brands that have products that don't work and that aren't good. But then on the flip side, there's so many brands that not only have good products, but they end up changing the industry in a way that can only be hyper changed because, though they change it hyper quickly like that really fast because they're a celebrity and they have that cultural capital to do so. So in terms of Fenty Beauty, yes, the foundation is great and amazing. And Rihanna had all those shades, and she was kind of the first person to make a large shade range mainstream. A lot of MACs had it, Bobbi Brown had it, a lot of the makeup artists, makeup companies, Makeup Forever, they had a lot of colors. But in terms of the drugstore, she definitely pushed CoverGirl and all those other brands that started doing it that never did those kinds of shade ranges before. Only a celebrity driven brand can have that cult following and make other companies want to do that. Whereas MAC has had all those shades for years and never did they ever, CoverGirl, think like, oh, let's copy what MAC does. Like, they was just like, no, we're going to sell the same 10 shades to people who it works for, and everybody else is just going to be out of luck. So I'm gonna blend it out more around my mouth too. This is why I love Bobbi Brown foundation. Doesn't it look so pretty? Like, this is the goal in life. But yeah, so some things do work. I love her foundation, love her lipsticks. That's my favorite lip gloss of all time. So many great things I got from there. The snap shadows. So, you know, it's not so much that is it celebrity that it doesn't work. I think something we more have to think about is that some brands just don't work. Like, for every one beauty brand there is that did everything great and amazing, there's another brand that their products weren't good, you know? So it's like, I think we get a little too, myself included, we get too caught up in this whole idea of celebrity. And it's really just, at the end of the day, it's a brand. Did it work for me? Did it not work for me? And then that's it. And that's really what we should be thinking about. So I do think also that with the state of the world that we currently live in, because live shows and events cannot happen as they used to, I think that was a large amount of celebrity income, and I think that they're now everybody's gonna pivot to trying to sell products that people are still paying for. And makeup is one of those things that a lot of people, although your budget might not be the same, myself included, when times are rough, I will definitely still find a way to buy makeup. Okay, so like, I'll cancel the plans, I'm not going out to eat, I can't do, you know, maybe some other stuff, but I'm gonna get my makeup. So I think that's why people are realizing that a lot of people are like that. And I think these beauty brands are now trying to capitalize on that, and celebrities are doing the same. So just expect more celebrity brands. It's never gonna stop. It's the way of the world now. So next is so that, especially skincare, a lot of celebrities, especially, they spend all these years getting these facials and special treatments and stuff, and now they want to sell us some $30 cream, and then I'm supposed to be convinced that what, I'm gonna look like you now? Like, stop it. Like, I understand high end and stuff like that, good product, not good products, quality ingredients cost quality money, but also like, some of y'all, this is clearly a money grab, and that's it. Like, you never talked about skincare, you never did anything. Like, Rihanna always had crazy over the top makeup looks. Like, it was always a thing for her. Selena Gomez, when you look at her social media videos and her everyday to day life, like, she has makeup that's on that, I mean, she could have like a live-in makeup artist. I don't know her life, but it seems to me that based on like the content and the stuff that she does, that she's clearly been putting on her own little makeup judge and living her life, you know what I'm saying? So the fact that she has a brand, it kind of makes sense. But in terms of everybody else. I don't know, like I said, money grab. And I mean, we can see the authenticity. I think J-Lo is a good example of that. Nobody's really going up. They leaked the products and the prices, and it's kind of just like, okay, J-Lo, cool, you want something, but nobody is really going up about it. So I don't want to say that celebrity brands don't work or that they're all bad. I just think that, you know, like every other brand, we have to just analyze, see what they have, see what they offer, and either try it or don't, and that's it. Using your fingers is the best way to apply foundation. 100% correct. As I sit here and use brushes. But the reason why brushes became popular is because makeup artists have to touch multiple people's faces, and it's just easier and healthier to do that with brushes than fingers. And that's really where that came from. I have the nails, so in order to not scratch my face, especially with stilettos, it is more beneficial for me to use brushes. So how does that look, guys? I think I'm happy with that. This is where I have the most discoloration, so I usually end up coming back here in some sort of fashion. Ugh. So the next thing I have is Instagram. Oh, I said about the foundation, fingers are best, but because of sanitary reasons, that's why people use brushes. So if you're at home and you're doing your own makeup, like even right now, I like this looks real enough to me, in terms of it looks soft, matte, and it's not too dry. But if I put on a mattifying foundation and it looks too matte and like cake facey, before I go any further, what I'll do is I'll take Fix Plus, spray my face, and then I'll take my fingers, or like the heat of my hand can like meld the foundation, and that usually makes it look more, helps it look more lifelike. That was hard to say for no reason. And it also is easier to like manipulate it with the warmth of your hand and change the consistency. So yes, fingers are best, but it's also a mess. Next is, sorry, my iPad keeps closing out and then I have to put the code in again. Instagram makeup is bad. No makeup is bad. Do the makeup you want and you'll be happy. The end. And that's that on that. Oh, I have a new makeup product that I want to try that I'm going to use in this video. Let me grab the little box. This is the So Do Eye and Face Gloss. So we're going to try this out from ColourPop and see what it's all about. But yeah, Instagram makeup is not bad. Just do the makeup you want to do. If you go on Instagram, there's all different kinds of looks. There's glam looks, there's subtle looks, there's natural looks, there's over the top looks, there's character makeup, there's theater makeup. So you just are not looking on the right place in Instagram if you can't find makeup that you like. So the whole idea that you're going to categorize all of makeup based on what a couple of people are putting on Instagram, that doesn't make sense either. Like, yes, a lot of people are following the trend and a lot of people are starting to look the same, but there's a lot of people who aren't doing any of that. So go find them. Alright, so it's like a little glossy little tub. This is weird. Oh, and this thing's like gooey. Okay. This is going to be interesting. So the next unpopular opinion is really long lashes are too much. I think it's more of a personal opinion. I did have fake lashes at a point, and I will say that I can't imagine, I don't know how people drive and like do all these things with some of these lashes, but to each his own. I don't really have a problem with it. Lord, we're gonna see how this goes. I put some on the back of my hand, but I don't really have an issue with the lashes. What's the next unpopular opinion? Long acrylic nails are tacky and unprofessional. As you can see, I have long acrylic nails, so I clearly don't agree with this sentiment. Alright, so this stuff is supposed to be a dupe for that Becca highlighter, and this is like the cheapy version. So let's see what happens. It's still clear. It's not so much taking my foundation with her, which I was nervous about, but she's not doing that, so okay. So it's on the cheeks, and I think I'm gonna do the other cheek, and then I might do the eyelids. We'll see how this goes. But yeah, so I like long nails. I don't think they're unprofessional as long as you keep them clean. I don't see a problem with it. But I do know that with some jobs, it's like just not. You can't like wipe small children's faces for a living and have long stilettos. Like, I definitely get it, but to say they're unprofessional, I think that's a stretch. I think it depends on the profession. And like I said, I work in marketing on a computer, so I feel like I'm typing, I'm doing what I gotta do. But there are some points where me personally, like, I'm like, alright, these are getting too long because now I'm typing too slow, but that's not unprofessional or tacky. That's just personal preference at that point. So get over it. I just don't know why y'all be hating on these long nails. Oh my gosh, my face looks so greasy. My face looks so greasy. Y'all paid extra for this stuff? Lord, I feel like I could have just not set my foundation and could have let it keep going. Alright, too much makeup is under unpopular opinion. Too much makeup is cakey and fake looking. As you can see, I stole these from the internet. Like googling makeup unpopular opinions. So yeah, some of these are kind of rude, but I don't think there's like too much makeup is hard, right? Because technically, if you put on a bad foundation, okay, I'm not gonna say a bad foundation, if you put on a foundation that doesn't go with your skin type, and then you put on a powder that doesn't go with your skin type, you'll look cakey, right? But that's not a lot of makeup. Technically, you only put 2 things on your face. So I think that this is 2 separate things, and it's clearly somebody that's not really into makeup. I'm taking a paper towel to this. It's clearly somebody that's not really into makeup that much that is saying this, because a lot of makeup doesn't equate cakey makeup. So I think that they really just need to say that they don't like cakey, like they don't like cakey makeup, which most people don't. Very few people are doing their makeup and saying, "Oh, I want it to look cakey." Okay, I'm going back with the foundation brush over this now, almost kind of like you would with like a liquid highlighter. This stuff is just making me look greasy. I don't think I look highlighted, y'all. What do y'all think? So I could see if you wanted to do a glossy lid look, like you put the eyeshadow color and then you want to make it glossed out, like putting this on top. But in terms of this as a face gloss, maybe if you have dry skin, but for oily skin girls, this went bad fast. Y'all saw it. I feel like I saved it a little bit, but even so, I'm still going back in for this certain spot right here. But yeah, so this whole thing of too much makeup, cakey, fake, just say, I mean, no one likes cakey makeup. That's usually not what people are going for when their makeup ends up looking cakey. So that's clearly from makeup haters. Nude makeup is boring. That is not true. There's different ways that you can apply it. You can do a cut crease. I've seen some people do really dramatic, over the top makeup looks with neutral palettes and neutral colors. So I don't think nude makeup has to be boring, but I do think a lot of people have a boring take on it, and that's what you're seeing a lot. So you're like, oh, nude makeup's boring, but it's like, no, some people could take a nude palette with colors and make it look dramatic and amazing. I'm just gonna go get some of the foundation off my lips before I put my lip pencil on. All right, what's next? Too much blush. So there's a lot of editorial looks now where people are wearing a lot of blush, and in my opinion, that comes from old trends coming back. So basically in the 80s and the 90s, people wore a lot of blush, and I just think that that trend is coming back. So people are saying that they don't like to see all the blush, but all these trends just keep recycling themselves, so now the too much blush trend is coming back. So that's that. Ugh. Can you guys hear my neighbor's music? Oh man. Alright. So that's the too much blush thing. So fully expect to see more of it. If you are like, ugh, I hate it and I don't want to see that anymore, like, get over it, because one thing fashion loves to do is dredge up an old trend and then shove it in your face. And that old trend now is going to be the too much blush. Next, big liner and colored wing liner. Like, don't like it, was what this person was saying. I actually think it's a super cute look. I'm thinking, when I think of a super cute version of it, if you think of the WAP video with Megan Thee Stallion and Cardi B, their makeup was very clean, a neutral muted eye, and then that huge like black dramatic liner. I thought that was really cute, and I think that especially anyone who does makeup, if you know how much work a winged liner is, you will understand why they are making it the highlight and why it's so big and bright. So I like it. I don't understand how this person's mad at it. Oh, I guess I said I was talking about the products. So this is the ColourPop liner in the shade Chi Chi for the Black Friday sale. I bought the case with all of them. I never wear lip liners, but I was like, I want to start wearing lip liners, so I just got that, and I figured these are all the lip liners I'll ever need for the rest of my life. And that's that. And then this is a YSL Mini Lipstick from the set that I bought and showed on my live the other day. I bought this in the VIB Rude sale. So, yeah. I like the liner. I feel like liner, if it takes a steady hand and if you do all that work to do the liner, why would you want to make it small or something hard to see? Next is limited edition products. Ooh. As I'm using one right now, right? Oh my god. This is such a pretty lipstick color. And I have dry lips. It's going on so smooth. Ooh, I need to buy YSL lipsticks ASAP. You guys see how pretty that is? And it's nice and moisturizing. Oh my god. Okay, so that's enough playing with the makeup because I'm going so slow on these topics, Lord. Clearly, I cannot multitask. But how do y'all like it? I think it came out kind of good. I think this is greasy. I don't really like this clear face gloss, but I opened it, I tried it. So we're going to try and get some more uses out of it so we can do different things with it. So, limited edition products. So basically this person was saying that her unpopular opinion was she doesn't like limited edition products because you try it, you love it, and then it disappears and they never make it again, right? So with that being said, I totally agree with that sentiment. However, it's better to have loved than lost than to not love at all. Let me stop. I don't know. I like trying the limited edition products. I can't even front. I don't have this much beef with this because I usually get them. So I put in my little Google reminder. I set a timer. If it's about to drop at midnight, I'm a night owl, so I will set that timer for 11:55. I'll get in my PJs, have everything set up for me to go right to bed after I make this purchase, and I'll get online and purchase it. So then I'm usually not missing out on it. So I'm just like, hey, I got it. So what's wrong with these limited edition products? Until Pat McGrath Mothership, I got the Rose collection, the palette with the special pink packaging sold out, and I was kind of tight. And I was like, dag, like I couldn't get it. This is messed up. I really wanted it. But then I got over it. So I like that you want to try something new and experiment. And the thing is, the best experimentation and stuff comes from limited edition. So I'm thinking like Matte Candy Yum Yum. That is now, has to be one of their top selling makeup shades. Like, customers were literally asking for you to bring it back. So the thing is, if the product is popular enough, it will make a comeback. But if it's not, then it's like, you can't ever get it again and you were the only person that liked it. So I see both sides of the coin, but I think that the only way for brands to be able to experiment is because of limited edition collections. They could try something and not be pigeonholed to having to do it forever, and I want them to have that freedom. So limited editions here to stay. Also, I feel like some of them use it to like put them in the black. Like they'll be in the red and they'll be like, ooh, drop a little collection, good, now we got money. So I definitely think they're not going anywhere, and I kind of like them. Neutral eyeshadow palettes. Alright, so my camera did something funky and took a break or something, so we are going to start back with neutral eyeshadow palettes. A lot of people in the beauty community love to complain about neutral eyeshadow palettes, but what they don't understand is that there's always new people coming to makeup. So yes, you have a neutral eyeshadow palette from 2012, but somebody who just is now turning 15 and is old enough to wear makeup doesn't necessarily know to go back into the records and to look for that older palette that's a neutral. So brands are going to come out with new ones. Also, a lot of these neutral palettes are not accessible or can be used by all skin tones. So it's neutral for you and nude for you and looks great for you, but for all the other skin tones we have nothing, or we only have 1 or 2 options. So yes, so basically just get over it. Like, you don't have to buy it. If you don't like looking at it, just keep scrolling. But there's always going to be a need for new and better neutrals, better performing, more opaque, can work on different skin tones, is vegan or vegetarian, and has less chemicals in it. So just because you have your one fave nude palette, the rest of us can't have options? That makes no sense. So no. 13, order of applying makeup. A lot of people are very specific with the brows first, then eyes, then foundation, then concealer, and some people are very like first concealer, then foundation, eyes next, brows last, don't do a lip, and everybody has their own little rules for how they like to apply their makeup. I think you do what works best for you. I'm not a hard and fast believer in how you should apply your makeup. I think a lot of the makeup tips and stuff that people share are best practices from makeup artists, and while that is great, you are, 1, not a makeup artist, and 2, you don't have the same situation. So for instance, a makeup artist is trying to do complicated makeup really fast on someone who's not their skin tone. They're trying to test to see what's going to work. But you may have a routine. You might know that this foundation seamlessly matches your skin, and you're not going to have to do a lot of work to make that happen. Whereas a makeup artist is like, I'm going to do the foundation last, because if I do the eyes and everything and then I put a foundation that's not... I actually find that it's the opposite. Makeup artists will do the foundation first and do the eyes last, because most of the time they have a set eye. They already know what they're going to do. They're not experimenting. But with your skin, it takes them a longer time because they have to find the right match for you. So they want to do first what takes the most time. But I hate doing that thing where you like put the powder all over your face to like catch the fallout and then you wipe it off, because I have really dry under eyes sometimes, and I just feel like it sucks the moisture out your face when you do that. So I'm team eyes first. But it's like I said, it's all personal preference and what you like. There's no hard and fast rules to this. So don't let anyone ever tell you like, oh no, you have to. I mean, some stuff is logical. Like you can't curl your lashes and then apply. Well, no, you do that. There's no rules in makeup basically. So do what works for you. Next is brands being inclusive happens more now. I don't know if this was a unpopular opinion. I feel like this was just a fact that they were trying to state. I guess they're saying that brands are saying like, oh, we're more inclusive, but they're really not. And that is true. There are some brands that have not made a move to become inclusive or extend their shade range or do things to make their makeup have the ability to be worn by more people. There are brands who have not done that. However, there are many brands that have made a change in the positive direction, and I definitely want that to be celebrated. I don't want to say that we should like, oh, you included everybody, you get a cookie, But in the same breath, it's like you tried, like you didn't have to, and you like did something. So somewhere in there, it's a happy medium of we should expect everyone to be included, but also for the brands who do it because it's optional, we should spend our money there and work with them, you know. So that's why I'm a huge fan of I don't know if they're considered big box, but makeup, I'll just say the names. I'm a huge fan of Ulta and Sephora because they have made a commitment to try to have all kinds of shades. Like there's literally, when you walk into Sephora, most Sephoras, I'm gonna say, you can find at least 2 or 3 brands that are gonna have your foundation shade in the store. That is not the same for all makeup stores. Now, the only people who get a pass is probably the CCO because they are an outlet store, and the outlets, they get what they get, and they don't get upset, and they just sell like the products that are up to be sold at the outlet. But so they get a pass. But all other makeup stores, I don't really know what y'all doing out here. Like, are your buyers not at the same meetings with the people and seeing the 58,000 shades from Fenty, and they're like, and we're doing 6, and it's tan, 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 tan. Wait, it's fair, 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 tan, 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 olive, my color, and then Nima Ting's color. And that's supposed to work for everybody. Like, I just don't, that doesn't make sense. Like, you need some more in between shades, you need more range, you need more depth, you need more undertones. This whole thing where the whole line is yellow based, or a whole line is red based, or a whole line is neutral, like, you know, skin doesn't work like that. You need to have the warm and the cool shade for every shade. So you need to have like the base 15 shades, and then a warm and a cool for every one of those on the other side of the neutral. So that's at least 45. Like, that's just the way it is in 2020 if you're coming out with a foundation line. Like, same thing with your concealers. Don't make all your concealers neutral. Don't make all your concealers yellow tone. Some people want to put concealer on their face to cover things that foundation can't cover, and they don't want to just use it for under eye highlight. So don't make it yellow based either. So yeah, brands are trying some of them out here, and I do appreciate it. I really appreciate the beauty bloggers and the people in the beauty community who have started to speak up against the brands and to say things and to collaborate with them and to create these new shades so that way it's more expanded so different people could use them. Shouts out to Jackie Aina and also the countless other people who also do it too. She's just probably like the biggest known one. Hourglass, get it together, because I fake like some of your products. Say something. First of all, where's the press release? Y'all need to put something out. Hourglass, what is going on? They re-released the trio that they're so famous for, and of course they re-released it with one color because the rest of us don't matter apparently. But hopefully Hourglass steps it up. But a lot of these brands, you gotta do something, y'all. I know you guys are seeing what's popular in the streets, and the girls are saying it's not you. And there's so many good brands that like were powerhouses, and now you just gonna give up? You just gonna not innovate? Like, why not? Do it. Do it. So yeah, so I do think more brands are being inclusive, but we're not there yet. We're probably like 25% of the way, but we still got a long way to go. So thank you so much for watching my unpopular opinions video, commentary, all the things. If you guys want to see more videos like this, please let me know. I usually just like to talk about the products, because once we start getting into the big overarching things, I do see like that's when the drama and all the commentary, arguments and stuff kind of starts. Expect a negative review coming up on this mascara, Lord. But thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.